brings us to the sheltering mom. This is my mother. This is the overly involved mom, okay? This is the mom that really didn't leave a lot of decisions up to us, okay? This is the mom that made a lot of decisions for us. She sort of believed her way was the highway. She didn't give us any room to express ourselves, to express our opinions. So she dictated how we dressed, what schools we attended, what we said, who our friends were. They were quick to tell us, you can't be friends with this one, you can't be friends with that one. They kept us on a very, very short leash. Um, and so this can definitely impact the way you are showing up as an adulthood. It tears at your self-esteem, right? Because you begin to not trust yourself. You don't trust that you are able to make good decisions for yourself because your mom didn't empower you to. She didn't allow you to make good decisions for yourself. So you grew up believing that you're not a good decision maker. Okay, so sometimes making decisions get overwhelming for you. There's a thing called decision fatigue when you get overwhelmed or just paralyzed when you have to make major decisions and so on. And that's because your mom as a child didn't allow you to sharpen those decision making skills. Okay, and so that's why you feel that way. Maybe you are easily influenced by others. You tend to kind of go along with the pack sometimes because, or you'll wait to see what everybody else is going to do, right? Before you make a decision. And that's because, you just don't trust yourself. You don't trust that you are going to make the right decision. Or maybe you made a decision in the past and your mom's criticized you for that decision, right? And so it really paralyzed you. And also, if you have this type of mom, you'll most people tend to have more fears. They have more phobias and more anxieties because you know mom may have pumped them with a lot of fears, or again, it goes back to not empowering them to be free to make decisions and make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, right? Because that's a part of life. That's how we grow and that's how we gain wisdom. And we have to kind of take our hands off as mothers, I say, and allow our kids to make some mistakes and just suffer the natural consequences because that's how they learn. But we have to embrace them and comfort them, right? Instead of kind of giving them I told you so. 'Cause we want them, we want adults that don't lean on us for everything, right? We don't want forever children. In order to do that, we have to let them explore and move forward. And again, with this parent, you may find that it's hard to deal with authority, deal with leadership, particularly women. And I know this was a big issue with me, because it reminded me of my mom, right? It reminded me of the pressure of my mother, right? So I couldn't take being managed by anybody, right? By men or by women. I couldn't take being told what to do. I perceive women as bossy. And in the minute I felt that you were bossy or delegating to me just a bit too much, I would react and I would sabotage the relationship, whether it was professionally or whatever. I remember I had a boss, a woman, a black, and we worked together and I just couldn't handle her. She was my boss. She was great and everything. I just couldn't handle it. And so how did I sabotage it? I started gossiping about her, made up all these rumors about her and so on, because just having that leadership over me reminded me of my mother. Okay. I could not deal with authority. I would buck against authority and so on, every single situation. In your professional life, it comes to a point where you're leaving jobs, you're getting written up, you're doing all the things, and you have to take a step back and say, it can't be all of them. At some point, I have to know and acknowledge that I play a part in this. Okay. And I had to do the work to heal me. Okay. Because I can't change, ladies, listen to me, we can't change other people. People are going to people. All we can change is ourselves, our perceptions, and how we react to it because we have to be able to maneuver in this world. Okay. And so, with that, you may find that you're in situations where you are still that child that is still looking to be loved. Okay. You are still looking for love. You are looking for acceptance. See, mom has that sheltering mom programs you to seek out acceptance. You're constantly seeking out the approval of others because that's how mom is. She wanted your approval. She wired you so that you need her approval, that her stamp was important. Her okay was important, and I was like that. Like I was a grown woman. I decorated a room in my house and I would wait when my mom would come to visit to see how she felt about it because I needed her approval, right? That's how she wired me. Okay. You may find in this situation that you may be more of a people pleaser on the other end of the spectrum, right? That could be a result because you know, your mom has wired you again for that acceptance. So you're always looking to keep the peace, keep everybody else happy and at bay, even if it's at your own expense. And that is what can truly be paralyzing. Okay. And so now we're going to tap into the healing portion of all of this. So we'll move on to that one next.